Hello and welcome back to Technical Tales. Now, before you get too excited, I've got to give you some good news and some bad news. The good news is that I am back and I am recording, and there will be more Technical Tales. The bad news is that this world just isn't really working for me anymore. It's got its pluses, it's got a plentiful supply of oil, and I have actually got these things working now. So, see that turns them on and off. That opens and closes the door. You know, so these are working well. You know, and I quite like the design. I got all three of them built. This one didn't actually have a purpose yet. But as I said, there are things I don't like. Now, one thing is that, you know, I get this feeling that there might be better technology available in, you know, in the next world over, sort of thing. Magic might be a little more sophisticated, because I didn't really like the magic here. There wasn't really that much to it. I mean, all you could do really was just pile lots of stuff in here and lots of paper and let it grind its way out randomly. There was no real fun in that. And this thing breaks the laws of thermodynamics. Badly. I mean, you know, even without the quarries running, this thing just keeps generating diamonds. And, yeah, it wasn't not really that much fun. So I've decided to move on to better horizons. Hopefully it'll be more interesting. Hopefully it'll breathe new life into this. So let's just position somewhere we can get a decent look at, you know, a decent and last look at the house. If I can find anywhere. I should have climbed up on the wall, shouldn't I? One last falling off things in this world. There we go. It was a reasonable design for a base, but it was taking me too long to go up and down the 3 stories as well. I think next time I can design these things to be a little more accessible and easier. I do like the idea of the mob grinder up there, though, dropping down the stuff I need. So, I've crafted myself a new book. It's called The Polite Imperium. Now, it appears to be a nice world with other intelligent life on there as well, which is good. Because here I'm the only thing, you know, with any intelligence. I can't really speak to anyone. I made sure that it had a nice sophisticated magic system, but you know, a lot of the technology is familiar, if slightly different. So I'm just going to bring some basic tools with me, and notice I do not have a linking book, so you know, this is it. I'm saying goodbye. I do want some more torches though, so let me just grab a handful of these. I can't really bring anything sophisticated with me, like machines, you know, and so on, because the physics works differently. And it's entirely possible that the refractive index of diamonds is such that, you know, diamonds here aren't going to work in the new place either. So, come on, let's just get me some... There we go, 20 torches. That'll be enough to get me started. I've got some shears so I can make myself a bed. Basic weaponry. So let's see what this new place is like. Oh, why isn't that working? Oh, there it goes. I was clicking on the wrong bit. Okay, I'm here. Wow. Okay, it looks like that my VR goggles aren't working right now. I don't know if you know this, but I'm usually wearing a pair of discrete virtual reality glasses, or augmented reality glasses to be more specific, which makes the world look a lot better than it really does in real life, because in real life it's sort of really pixelated. Okay, where are we? Okay, this looks like quite a nice world. Sun's heading up. Yep. Okay, well, as I said, I'm not the only intelligent life around here. Here we have... Okay, looks like someone's constructing a dwelling. Well, I'd better not set down set down my roots too close to here. These don't look like they've been harvested in any degree, so I'm just gonna take one, just so I've got some seeds. Because basically I need to find somewhere to live that's reasonable and has reasonable resources. Okay, now I'm not looking. I mean, I am looking. I'm only looking. I'm not going to take anything. Wow. Well, this person's obviously an apiarist, or a budding apiarist. Don't really want to steal any rubber saplings. So which way shall I head? Well, there's snow in that direction and rather mountainous terrain in that one. Ooh, that looks interesting. It's a ravine. Although it looks like someone is already working this ravine. You can see torches and stuff down there. There's some strange glowing ores that I've never seen before. I'm going to have a look at this mountain. It's I won't take all the sugarcane. I'll leave some of it growing. Again, let's, be considerate of your neighbours, or of my neighbours. Ah, wool. Excellent. One. There we go. That's enough for a bed. Don't have any wood yet, but I will do soon. So is this standalone mountain, or is it a mountain range which carries on? It's a bit difficult to tell because part of the world hasn't loaded properly. I'm just going to grab me some of this wood, just so I've got some on me. It's a spruce. Okay, let's have a look over here. When the sun starts going down, I'll just throw a bed down. I can psychically sense that I'm currently alone in the world. See, if this is like a standalone mountain, then building a base up there might be really cool. But if it's a mountain range that just goes on and on forever, then it's slightly less interesting. And I think it is just a... Oh, I'm trying to jump on top of a sheep. I'm not that lonely. Now we're into... Okay, wow. Okay, this is not just some small isolated mountain then, is it? This just goes on and on. Okay. Let's try this side of the mountain. What have I got? Ooh. Wow, I appear to be psychically attuned to this piece of wood and can tell that it has 8 wood essences. The sugarcane has 2 planty essences and 2 water essences. In fact, it seems everything here. I suspect this is some new form of magic that we will have to investigate. I wish that would load properly. Okay, let's go this way. Got plenty of steak. I'm in no real rush to throw down roots. I'd rather be somewhere decent and interesting than be somewhere and regret it later. Is that actually a land bridge? No, it just hasn't loaded again. Okay, well this is obviously a peninsula in the mountain. Anything decent around here? Ooh, what's that? Amber. Well, I'll investigate what all this stuff is for later. For now I just want to grab some coal so I won't run out of torches. What's this stuff? Copper. Well, this is a familiar ore. Looks like I'll be able to generate electricity in this world. Let's just come out of this side of the mountain. I really don't want to go delving into dungeons right now. I'm trying to find somewhere to live. Hello, chickens. Or chicken. Oh, look, looks like it's a beehive. I can't see into it. I'll leave that for now. Okay, what biome are we in? This is a pine forest. It's not bad. Oops, I don't want to fall down there. I'm going to see what I can see from the top of this peninsula. I do fear I may have to travel a little further before I can find a decent base. I'll see you when I get to the top. Alright, just quickly made myself a bed because the sun is going down. So let's sleep through the night. Okay, well I'm not really seeing much of any real interest here. I mean, although having a base on top of this mountain might seem cool, it's going to restrict my space by quite a bit. Obviously there's a pine forest there. Looks like there's some abandoned mine shafts and stuff down there. Let's try off in that direction where it's flat. See if I can get down. I have to remember that I'm not wearing my rubber boots. Let's try this way. So I'm not having any luck finding anywhere decent. This mountain range is in the way. And it just seems to be snow on one side and snow on the other side. So I think I've got to get to the other side of this mountain. So I'm going to head in a straight line southeast. Well, try and climb this. This might take a while. This is a tall mountain. Okay, I've built my staircase. I've decided to light it up nicely. That way anyone who follows me will be able to find the staircase. And it'll be, you know, nice and lit for them. For safety reasons. Okay, well I've made it to the top, so I'm just going to proceed southeast. Oh, I want some cocoa beans while I'm here. Don't need to carry that dirt. I'm going to head southeast over these mountains, and hopefully something better will be on the far side of it. I might have to leap from treetop to treetop. Okay, I've made it to the far side of the mountain range, and I'm seeing swampland. So, nothing too exciting yet, but maybe on the far side of this swamp there'll be something interesting. That's a very weird glitch in the minimap there. It might not be a problem with the minimap because it looks like there's a world hole there. I'm going to try relogging. Just quickly, see if that fixes it. That's better. Can actually see the terrain around here now. So I'm going to keep heading southeast unless I spy something interesting. What I'm after is a nice rich land. Okay, is this another pine forest next to a desert? That's not that rich, is it? I'll keep searching. Bingo! I think I've got it. There's a nice little area here. So this here is is a plains. There's a forest there. There's a forest there. There's a silverwood tree there, which is very important for the magic. So and there is a village there. So what I think is that I'll start my base near this mountain, because that way there'll be plenty of resources and stuff. Also, it means I can hollow myself out a little mine, and it can also be my starting base. While there's daylight, I'm going to visit the village and see whether I can get any carrots and potatoes and anything else those villagers. Actually, I'm completely full. Let me start out with a little starting base. So I think in here we'll just dig our way in. Oh, gravel. We'll turn that into a skylight later. So for now we just need to hollow this out. Where does the actual mountain start? About here. So that's probably far enough in each direction. Do the same this way. Whoa! Forgot about gravel. So I'll get this hollowed out and secured. I like to light up the entrance. So I hereby stake a claim on this here land. This here land be mine. That be my silverwood tree. That be my village. Those be my forests. This be my mountain. Woe betide any who cross me. Did I give you permission to be here? See, and I'm not even going to eat you. No, and there's a good amount of life here. I mean, I see sheeps, I see cows, I see pigs. No chickens, but I did get an egg on my travels. I might get lucky. So I'll hollow this out, and by next episode I should have a mining room, essentially a mine. You know, this will just be to start out before I can actually build proper rooms and actually really get my teeth into this. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.